Hey there, soil lovers. Welcome back to Soil Stories. I'm glad you're here, ready to get your hands dirty with me once again. Today we're diving into a simple phrase with some wild results. Bury this in soil and see what happens. Now, I know it sounds like the beginning of a backyard experiment gone wrong, but trust me, the transformation that happens beneath your feet is nothing short of magic. Let's kick things off with the humble banana peel, nature's fertilizer hiding in plain sight. Most folks toss them in the trash, but if you bury a banana peel in your garden, you're giving your soil a slow-release packet of potassium, phosphorus, and calcium. Here's how I do it. I dig a small trench right next to my tomato plants, lay the peels flat and cover them up with good soil. Over time, those peels break down and feed the roots just where it counts. My tomatoes. They show their thanks with bigger fruit and stronger vines. Next time you snack, save that peel. Your garden will thank you. Eggshells are another game changer. Don't let those sharp little fragments fool you. They're packed with calcium, a mineral your plants crave. I like to rinse the shells, let them dry out, then crush them up by hand or with a rolling pin. Sprinkle them into planting holes for tomatoes, peppers, or squash. Calcium from the eggshells helps prevent blossom end rot, giving your plants a fighting chance. I've seen firsthand how a simple eggshell can toughen up a tomato, making the difference between a bumper crop and a sad, spotty harvest. If you're a coffee drinker like me, you've got a gold mine sitting in your kitchen every morning. Coffee grounds are rich in nitrogen and a feast for the worms and microbes that make soil thrive. The trick is moderation. I sprinkle grounds around the base of acid-loving plants, or mix them with dry leaves for a balanced addition. That earthy aroma, it's a sign of good things brewing below the surface. I've noticed my blueberries and azaleas perk right up when I give them that morning pick-me-up, proving even your garden needs a cup of joe now and then. Some days you don't need a fancy compost bin, just dig a trench right in the garden, drop in your fruit and veggie scraps, think carrot tops, apple cores, even wilted lettuce, cover it up, and let nature do the heavy lifting. This method, called trench composting, feeds the soil where you need it most. I do this all through my vegetable beds, rotating the trenches each season. Over time, those scraps disappear, replaced by dark, crumbly soil. My plants love it, and so do I. Less waste, more life. Don't bag up those fall leaves and grass clippings. Bury them. When I started doing this, I noticed my soil get softer and easier to dig with every passing year. Leaves and clippings act like an underground blanket, holding in moisture and feeding soil critters. I pile them into trenches, or dig them into empty garden beds at the end of the season. By spring they're gone, but the results are obvious. The soil is teeming with worms and rich enough to grow just about anything. It's a simple way to turn yard waste into garden gold. Here's one that goes way back: biochar, or charcoal used in the soil. Indigenous farmers in the Amazon knew the secret charred wood, when buried, locks in nutrients and helps soil hold onto moisture. I break up clean, untreated charcoal and mix it into the soil before planting. Over time, it becomes a haven for beneficial microbes and keeps nutrients from washing away. My beds with biochar stay fertile longer, and the plants are noticeably healthier. It's an ancient trick that modern gardeners can still put to work. This one might raise an eyebrow: rusty nails in the garden, but hear me out. Certain plants like hydrangeas need a little extra iron. Burying a rusty nail or two near the roots can slowly release iron into the soil, helping those big blue blooms pop. I tried this with my grandmother's hydrangea, once pale and sickly, and within a season, the leaves deepened in color and the flowers came in bold and bright. Just make sure the nail is steel, not galvanized or coated, and let time do the rest. At the end of the day, it's not just about what you bury, but who you're feeding. When you add these simple things, banana peels, eggshells, leaves, even rusty nails, you're feeding an entire underground community. Microbes, fungi, worms, they all work together to turn your scraps into sustenance for your plants. I've learned that the healthiest gardens are the ones with the richest soil life. So next time you finish breakfast or rake the yard, think about what you can give back to the soil. Because when you feed the soil, the plants take care of themselves. That's the real magic, soil lovers. Burying simple things in the earth can transform your garden from the ground up. Every banana peel, eggshell, and handful of leaves makes a difference, not just for your plants, but for the living world beneath our feet. So, if you learned something new today, subscribe to Soil Stories, hit that bell, share this video with your gardening friends and tell me in the comments, what's the weirdest thing you've buried in your soil, and what happened? I can't wait to hear your stories, and maybe try a few experiments of my own. Until next time, keep your hands dirty and your roots deep.